cozy little channel. So today I'm going to share with you some free books that I have came upon this past Thursday, September 5th, I want to say, because my fluff sent me a text of here's a link to get all like these free romance books for essentially today only. So I hopped on the link and was just going through within the span of 1 or 2 hours, and downloaded about at least 20 new books onto my Kindle to read, and a lot of them I got were fantasy coded. So I'll link the website I got the books from. Now they were only 1 day only, but they may come around again throughout the rest of the year or just whenever. So I'll link the website down below in case you want to be part of their mailing list, and they'll email you whenever they have a new set of books for free on Amazon that you can read on your Kindle. And of course, like I said, it's fantasy, wore my sweatshirt. I'll also link this below because I wasn't influenced, and I don't think she was affiliated, but she just promoted the small business on Amazon, and because that's where the small business was hosting their stuff. So I'll link this sweatshirt down below in case you want to be part of the fantasy squad, society, fantasy reader society. It says it at the bottom, case. There we go. Hopefully you're able to see that. But it's super cute, super cozy, and I feel it fits the September theme. Got a candle burning, and even though in Florida we don't really get seasons, but I just wanted to fit the theme. Okay, I just wanted to fit it. So I'm gonna share with you the fantasy romance books that I got, since majority were fantasy romance, and just share other romance books that I've got in case I don't mention all of them, because I don't want this video to be too long. I'll just have a post or their covers on the screen sometime in the video, and do their keywords or just a little mini summary of what they're about, probably list their tropes, and just in case. And if you want to see more about it, feel free to go on Amazon. Let's get started. Okay, so the first fantasy book I downloaded is called Curse and Kingdom by Amber Blackthorn. Let's see what this is about, because I was speed rolling. I was skimming through, so I don't really know what some of these books are about. But at the time when I was looking through them, they seemed pretty interesting. Yeah, so a lot of these, it says Kindle price is 0.00. So basically free 99. So yeah, so let's see what Curse and Kingdom is about. They invited me to their masquerade. 3 cursed brothers, one a warrior, one an assassin, one a prince. I'm just an ordinary, nerdy, 23-year-old girl. My hobbies include writing fan fiction and caring for my collection of succulents. I don't know anything about magic, and I have no idea why these brothers want me. But as they draw me into their enchanted world, they tell me I'm the only one who can save them from the curse. I only hope my heart is prepared for what's to come. And this is a ongoing fantasy romance series full of spicy romanceless magic and enchanted, oh so sexy heroes. So that sounds fun. It sounds like a fun time. Also, a lot of these books are, I'm gonna say, steamy, spicy, suggestive. Books that I haven't read them yet. They're in my to be reads, or in my TBR. So I don't know how steamy, spicy, suggestive they are, but they all seem interesting. And the plot, hopefully the plot is plotting. But with all of these books, just a disclaimer, I'm going in with low expectations, because I feel if I do that and if I don't like it, then there's no expectations to be met, so I don't care. But if I do end up liking it, boom. So I'm just going with no expectations and just enjoy myself for a read, and yeah, that's just the vibes I'm going with. And they're free, so if I just want to DNF it, delete. There's nothing holding me, so no lost or whatever. So the next one is called Kissed by Songs of Lilies by E.V. Everest. It's a Frog Prince retelling, so every time I think of like any retellings and stuff, I feel like I'm a like, or it would be enjoyable. And then Frog Prince. I see think of Prince and the Frog with like Tiana because I love her. So let's see what this is about. Akatar meets Disney in this Frog Prince retelling with Faye bargains enemies to lovers romance. Never bargain with the frog. There was a chill in the salt air the morning my sister was taken. All they left was a single golden shell in her bed. The Fae had claimed another bride. Now, careless on champagne, I've met one myself. By night, an intoxicating gentleman with piercing green eyes. By day, a slimy, conniving frog. When I drop my precious golden shell, he offers to retrieve it for a price. By his law, we are patrolled. To break a bargain is to die, so I will cross the cursed waters with him to go to their hidden isle. Or isle. Isle? Isle? One of them. But this won't be a one-way trip. It won't be so easy to claim the heart of this princess. Kissed by the Songs of Lilies is one of 10 books of Enemies After series, a collection of standalone short novels featuring enemies to lovers fairy tale retellings with a touch of steam. So that's interesting. I'm interested to see what that's about. Let's go to the next one, Spindle of Sin by Candace Robinson and Amber R. Duell. It seems like it's another retelling, but let's see. Welcome to the world. I'm kidding. Welcome to the dark world of Grimm, where the villains are as wicked as their desires. Also, hopefully you can hear me. I have a fan going here and a fan going here because Florida, we don't get seasons. So, in case I haven't said that, you hear like this whirring in the background. That's what that is. Okay. Aura was always destined to become the Star Night Prince bride following her 21st birthday. Now that day has arrived, she looks forward to wedded bliss and their first night together as husband and wife. That is, until the savage dragon king from another court seals Aura away before the ceremony. Bent on revenge, the King of Sin has been making careful plans to ruin the Star Night Prince. For years, he used lustful dalliances to battle his rage and bid his time. With Aura in his possession, the key to his vengeance, he'll use her however he sees fit. But whenever Aura is near, the King of Sin wants nothing more than to unlock her inner desires, make her crave his touch, and long for the pleasure only he can give. No matter the sin, no matter what it is to become of her. Or what is to become of her. And it's a new take on Sleeping Beauty, and the first book of a standalone series of spicy dark fairy tale retellings with a villain gets the girl in the end. Can be read in any order. It contains fierce females, morally gray males, epic stories, and scorching romance. So another retelling. Exciting. Cursed with the Dragon Prince by Nell Braxton. The clan needs me as their queen. During a storm at sea, I'm tossed overboard and my family abandons me. Stranded, I wake on a beach of black sand, discovering I'm far from my human home and marooned on the Isles of Fae. So it's islands. Hopefully. It's islands. I'm found by a dragon fae, a powerful prince who, upon seeing me, is consumed by rage, chasing me into a dark cave. Despite his terrifying strength, I learn he is as lonely as I am, and soon he craves me as I lust for him. Except we remain divided, bounded to the rules expected by his clan. They call me the Blessed One. Their deity has cursed them for their king's transgressions, but if I survive the rites of queenship, surrendering my future, risking my life, I can end their curse. And my family did abandon me. The offer is tempting. Even if I survive these deadly rites, I'm still at the mercy of a disgruntled clan and their dragon prince. The next one is Heart of Silk and Shadows, and it's a Fae Isles book. Lizette Marshall, so you can tell I'm into fays. Or that's just like, I guess a lot of fantasy nowadays, since I guess fays are kind of in fays and dragons and whatnot. Stealing from a fae lord is a desperate plan. As a human servant at the Charisma Court, Allie knows better than to anger the Fae. Cunning and politics are her tools of survival, but when an unwanted suitor threatens her younger sister, Allie can think of only one way to protect her family: steal from the Fae. Which doesn't sound the smartest idea. Agnor, Lord Protector of the Fae Isles and right hand to the Mother herself, doesn't expect anything to still surprise him after 12 centuries of life. Finding a taunting note from an anonymous thief in his wardrobe is enough to arouse his curiosity, though. Enough to do the unthinkable, right back. When he finds out he's been exchanging letters with the humble human, worse, a human challenging him to his face. A simple bargain is supposed to teach her a lesson, but the harder he tries to put her in her place, the harder she defies him. Soon, their game sparks an unexpected romance, but will even love be enough to... What? Will even love be enough when the loyalties collide? Heart of Silk and Shadows is a prequel novel to the upcoming Fae Isles series and can be read as a standalone, but the character's journey continues in the main series. And its adult Fae romance contains a generous dose of smoldering glances, passionate longing, and midnight meetings of the illicit type. The River Queen by T.M. Mayfield. Prophecies have long been spoken of a mermaid queen who will lead the kingdom of Rivendell into its greatest age. When unexpected fates... I was like, wait, what did I just read? When unexpectedly faced with running a kingdom alone, Queen Adara of the Rivendell mermaids quickly finds herself facing a foe she never expected to see again. As if it wasn't difficult enough, she finds herself falling for one of the mermen she shouldn't. All she wanted was to make King Adonis proud, but now she finds herself second-guessing every step. Commander Orion, known as the best of the Rivendell's defenses, he has been tasked to protect Adara by his king and childhood friend Adonis. After unthinkable occurs, Orion finds it harder to not fall for the one mermaid his heart has desired since he lays eyes on her. After Adara informs him of an outside evil that is encroaching on their kingdom, he places himself at her side. The journey that Adara and Orion embark on will not only test them as individuals, but also their strength, friendship, and trust in one another. Okay. It's interesting how I guess mermaids can just live in any body of water, but when I think of mermaids, I think of like ocean waters. But since she's like the queen of like Riverdell, so like I'm guessing like this wide expanse of like a river. So that's really interesting. Obsidian Feathers by N. Cacers, a Latin dark fantasy romance. So I'm super excited for this one. I am about to read to you what it's about. I'm super excited for this one because it's first of all, POC is like Latin dark fantasy romance, and it's just, I don't know, it sounds really exciting. It sounds like really exciting. Some desires refuse to be denied. Angie. My life has become anything but my own. A shiny rock, a sensible fiance, and a forced vacation to El Salvador, courtesy of my insufferable boss. But I play the game for the sake of my mother's aristocratic aspirations and for some peace. Little did I know that El Salvador will lead me straight back to a wolfish grin, the one that has me dripping with desire, ready to leave it all and get lost in the jungle. My instincts are telling me to run, and a single night's bad decisions lead me to a group of I'm look it up. Oh, okay. So, Cadajo or Cadejo? I'm saying it so wrong. But it's a supernatural spirit that appears as a dog-shaped creature with blue eyes when it's calm, but red eyes when it's attacking. Oh. Okay, so it's giving like a wolf spirit. That's interesting. Ooh, see, I might read that one first. I might read this one first. But off task, okay. And a single night's bad decisions led me to a group of Khadijah filled with the glittering magic, broad smiles, and a twisted secret that will unweave everything I think I know about nightmares. So, The girl with gold-flecked eyes thought I was joking when I pledged myself to her at in that playground, but we were bound in accordance to Totoko law, and 20 years later, my Kadejo can't wait, or Kadeho, can't wait no longer for the mating ceremony. It's cute she thinks she's marrying some snotty businessman, and if I let a man so unworthy of my soul, okay, I'll look that up, take her to bed every night. Now that I have her scent again, the dance is over. Whichever direction she runs, I'll be there, whatever the cost. It's dual POV, which sounds, I love dual POV, like, so much. I just love it. Latin dark fantasy romance with lashings of kink, a possessive, monstrous. Sure. I don't know, I'm not gonna say it, but and a sassy, body positive FMC with a fresh twist of the familiar concept of werewolves. And of course, you could see like the full like content warning. Curse of the Wolf King. A beastly. Oh, did I say he was by Testonia Odette? So I have it on the screen somewhere. Hopefully. Okay, so a beastly king fae with a deadly curse, a devious bargain to break it. All Gemma Bellflower. I keep wanting to read that last name as Bellflower, but that's not it. It's Bellflower. I like Bellflower, but probably because it's also a real flower, right? Sure. Wants is to leave her past behind and forget the day scandal broke her heart. But when she's captured by her trickster fae king, who threatens to hold her for ransom, she'll find herself at the top of gossip column yet again. Unless, plagued by a curse that will soon claim his life, the human-hating King Elliot will do anything to save himself, and if Gemma can use that to her advantage, she might be able to bargain her way to freedom. All she has to do is help him break his curse. There's just one hitch. To do so, they'll have to trick someone to falling in love with the beastly, brooding Elliot. With the devious alliance, their schemes begins, bringing Emma and Elliot into very close quarters. Soon, an unexpected desire stirs where once there was only hate, but Gemma must fight it, for when the curse is broken, Elliot will return to his true form, a wolf, and be lost to her for good. Can Gemma sacrifice her budding feelings to save the king's life, or will love force her to give up something even greater, her heart? So Akatar meets Bridgerton in the standalone fairy tale retelling of Beauty and the Beast. It's slow burn, wolf shifters, brooding fae royals, of course, mature situations, adult language. It's a slow burn and leads to moderate steam. A Dusk of Stars by Lyra Forger. Here are some, I guess, keywords in case, because I don't know if I want to read all of that or read anymore. But some keywords. So it's like the first book of 3 from like a Chronicle series of Originals of Grimm Academy. It's a fantasy academy setting. A woman main character who's her own person and just happens to be curvy. Touch Her and Die, Morley Gray, alpha main guy who falls first and falls hard. Slow-burn romantasy with delicious banter, enemies to lovers, and fated mates. And it says that this book ends on a cliffhanger, preceded by a warning for those who, for a time being at least, want a happy ending. And it says this one's for all the bookish girls whose letters to Hogwarts never arrived, and for the girls who got lost in the forest or were never found by a fae prince or who declared us as me. So it's 6 books in the series. That's crazy. So it's, like I said, academy, fantasy academy, a curvy like woman character. Okay, so How to Dump a Vampire by Jamie Dalton. Now, I kind of remember this one because I thought it was like ridiculous and like funny, but I think it's about like this vampire is running from something. This vampire and this witch, and I think he falls first, like he falls first romance. And I think she's like a witch. He stumbles upon her cottage somewhere running from someone, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, it's like a rom-com. She's a reclusive witch with a dark secret. He's a charming vampire prince. Together, they're a disaster waiting to happen. Thorn, a powerful witch, has perfected the art of isolation in her warded forest cottage. But when a blizzard dumps an injured vampire... Okay, so I wasn't wrong. Like, he did stumble upon her, like, cottage and stuff. I forgot he was injured, but that's what happened. At her doorstep, her carefully constructed solitude crumbles faster than day-old bread. Suddenly, trapped with the chatty royal, Thorn finds herself aggressively netting dough to avoid confronting the unwanted guest, and the fated mate bond she'd rather forget. Prince Draven is charming, infuriating, and impossible to ignore. Torn between duty and his realm and the undeniable pull he feels toward Thorn, he finds himself questioning everything he thought he knew. As he recovers under her reluctant care, Draven becomes determined to unravel a mysterious surrounding with the prickly witch who saved his life and why she's so intent on punishing innocent loaves of bread. As the snow piles up outside, so does the tension within. Can these two's opposite rise to the occasion, or will their secrets leave them in a jam? One thing's for sure, the storm is baking up more than just bread. So that seems like funny, a good time. Magic and Medicine by Amber Legends and Alina Nikitin, because there's two names on here. So I'll read the triggers of this one, and if you want to like read more on it, then you could, Amazon. And it's book for those who are looking for mature characters, banter, and the dark allure of possessive alpha males with a salvic twist. This book promises a riveting blend of modern world and ancient magic sprinkled with gritty, polished humor. It's fast-paced, action-packed, midlife urban fantasy with a spicy dark romance between a morally gray possessive alpha male and a human doctor. It's part of a series of standalone books that explore a rich world of Slavic mythology and legends of Pomerania. Includes graphic violence, mature themes, explicit language, and on-page intimacy, making it suitable for a mature 18-plus audience. Okay, so this book is already on Kindle Unlimited, so you don't have to like figure out if it's available or not, but it's available on Kindle Unlimited, and it kept being requested every time I would like download like one of these books. This one is called Taming Cain by Tessa Stone. So it's not, this one, like I said, isn't part of the books I got from like that list, but it kept being recommended. So like, let me see what this is about. Fated mates, forced proximity, dark themes. When a desperate woman escapes a dangerous situation and seeks refuge in Winter Moon, she finds herself irrevocably bonded with the possessive wolf shifter and his fated mate's first proximity romance. Okay, I kind of read that in the beginning, but it's okay. Cain. 1,000 years of loneliness has ended, the curse of supernaturals is lifted, and we can finally meet our fated mates. I've waited patiently, but after 10 years, I'm losing hope. Then, during a winter storm, a car just passes onto supernatural territory and crashes, and I catch her scent. Fate has finally answered my prayers. My mate is here. She's beautiful, courageous, and strong-willed, but she's also running from something and won't tell me why. Someone wants to take her from me. They don't know they're dealing with an untamed wolf who's waited 1,000 years for my mate. I'll shred them to pieces if they try. Tammy. After a long day at work, my life turns upside down when Julian, my roommate's sketchy boyfriend, decides I'd be perfect to give him children. Yeah, that's crazy. In a time when women's rights are vanishing, even the police won't help. Desperate, I flee to Winter Moon, a supernatural community in Upper Michigan. In the midst of the winter storm, I lose control of my car and nearly die. But a shifter named Cain rescues me. He claims I'm his mate, destined to be with him forever. I just escaped one man who wanted to control me, only to find myself drawn to another. Despite my fears, I feel a magnetic pull to Cain that I can't shake. Julian is still hunting me, but Cain and his untamed wolf will do anything to protect me, even if that means destroying anyone who tries taking me away. Okay, so the next book is Sunflower in the Shadows by Ambrosia R. Harris. An alcohol fueled camping trip leaves Mina with confusion and a scarred arm as Arius, a glowing demon whose true form sports a shimmering skin full of stars, appears not only have a matching scar but can't physically move away from her. Stuck sharing her current living space with the mortal woman, Ares struggles to fight the desire Mina's scent ignites with him. The two must work together to return to his realm, remove the bond, and return to normal lives, though fate seems to have other plans. It's the first book in the adult dark fantasy series. There's modern day witches, cranky demons, and magical adventure that keep you turning the page for more. Contains gore, scenes that may seem frightening or grotesque to some readers, and is open door, intended for mature audiences only. 18 reader discretion advised. So this is the second to last one, so I have one more fantasy book to share. It's called Asiri and the Amaru by Natalia Hernandez. Asiri has a gift. She has the ability to speak to animals. However, when she begins to feel that her talents are being abused in her home, she escapes the delightful coastal village where she plans to hide her gift and finally live a normal life. This proves difficult as her path keeps crossing with Dario, the village charming and handsome animal healer, and the person most likely to guess her secret. Through a twist of fate, Asiri and Dario stumbles upon an injured Amaru, a creature who had, up until then, been thought only to be a myth. Now Asiri has a mission. Convince Dario to help the creature, protect it from the superstitious town people, and keep her gift a secret. And absolutely, most definitely, not fall in love while doing so. This is a cozy Latin fantasy romance based on Peruvian mythology and intended for adult audiences. So that seems like a fun time. Solely because I don't know why, but because she can talk to animals, it makes me think of Dr. Dolittle, and that's like a comedy, so it just makes me think of that, so I just feel like it'll be a fun time. That sounds super interesting. And then I think this is the last romance book that I got from the list. Yeah, it is. Okay. And it is Between Two Realms by Mazrin El Amaris. A tale of prophecies, true hairs, and true love, already written by fates above. She's torn between two realms, but which does he choose? The only catch is that one has to lose. Oh, I like how that rhymed. And I didn't realize it was rhyming until like the end. Oh, that was cute. That was cute. Imagine the fantasy world you've always dreamt of was real. In fact, you could travel there In fact, you could travel there if you just caught in the rain. Gosh, I cannot read. In fact, you could travel there if you just caught the right train. Sophia Taliesin's epic fantasy bibliophile and lover of all things magical had made that discovery in her very own city, Melbourne, Australia. Following a bad date, she stumbles into a fairy realm, and what she finds sets her world into a tumbling mess of adventure and adrenaline. Using the knowledge she amassed and what she thought was strictly fiction, she joins forces with new friends and a tall, dark, handsome warrior to fight against the clutches of a corrupt throne. As her world and the fairy realm descends into chaos, she comes to the crossroads. Does she choose herself, or does she save the dying kingdom? The tropes that is in here are included. It's a cute meet cute, strong woman main character, destined lovers, evil queen, dying kingdom, found family, portal fantasy, brooding royals, betrayal, monsters, and dragons. So all the fantasy you can even think of. That is all of the fantasy romances that I downloaded. That was like, how many? 1, 2, 3. That's from the list I'm counting. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 books. I also downloaded some regular romances, and I feel like those have like a black main character or a black woman main character at least. If not, then I think it's a good plot. So not to have like this here, I will just put them up at like the end and put like their little tropes on it, and if you would like to read them or add them to your library, like I said, some of these books are available on Kindle Unlimited, so you're able to like just read them and add them to your library that way. But that is it, though I will share that I am currently reading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, because I've heard great things about it. So far I'm liking it. I'm 20% in, and I am enjoying it. I can't wait to finish reading it. Of course, for our monthly, book chats and stuff at the end of the month, I'll share my thoughts on it. That's really all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to see more cozy content. And that's really it. I'll see you next time. Bye.